ARESxGOD here, and wow, what an episode. Honestly, I just couldn't blink, just couldn't take my eyes off of it. The hype moments, the returns, the saves, them finally dealing with the floor boss. Just honestly, best season of DanMachi yet, and it's not over. And even just the arc, this arc has been so good. If we think back at part 1, how it started, and now just each episode gets better and better, and it seems like we're gonna get some more flashbacks also related to Leon. And I really like how they're putting Belle and Ryu in this impossible situation, but also we see on the other side the group having to deal with this monumental task without Belle, which he has always been there, and them having to do everything without him just shows how great the cast of character is in DanMachi, and this has been awesome. I can't wait for next episode. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now it starts with a bit of flashback. We don't get the full picture. Seems like we're gonna have a few episodes before we find out everything with Ryu or Leon's past, starting with her being younger. I think it was 5 years ago, with Ryu meeting a girl and being a bit shy, and this girl saying, hey, your name is a bit too long, and she just calls her Leon, which is a bit later revealed that her name is Alice, and we're gonna get to that. But also see, the situation keeps getting worse and worse. You guys remember how it ended last episode with Ryu dropping that facade, having to stay 5 minutes on guard to give Belle some time to rest. Just shows how hard that is, not just because of her mental state, physical state, but how she puts Belle first, also above herself. She just wants him to survive, but it's not gonna be that easy, not just considering where they are, but also those monsters keep on coming, the skull ship, and honestly I think these are the creepiest monsters we have had so far in the series. She can barely move, she struggles so much to kill a few of them, and she almost died, but thankfully at the last second we have Belle waking up saying, hey, my 5 minutes are up, and saves her, and also gives her some time to rest. And this is where we get a bit of another flashback revealing Alice being the captain of the Astrea family, kind of chastising a bit Ryu, but in a playful way. Seems like it was such a chill, awesome family, the Astrea one, when we just got a glimpse into the past, and I can't wait for more. I've been asking for this flashback for quite a few episodes ago. Ryu is one of the best girls in the series. I don't know if I had my top, I'd be Ryu, Freya, and Aisha. This would be my top 3 girls in the series. But yeah, I can't wait to find out more about Ryu's past, the Astrea family. We just know they died, they got betrayed, revenge with Jura, with everything that happened with the evil gods, but we don't fully know the details, and I really hope they're gonna expand more into the future episodes. So this episode, Belle and you kind of take a back seat, them still being stranded in the lower floors in a shitty situation, but it was probably the most hyped episode we have had so far here. It picks up where it ended last episode, with Aisha and Oka both charging full of rage, thinking that Haruhime and Mikoto are dead. Velf and the others trying to stop them, still helping them as best as they could. They even got pushed back. The boss went again underwater and charged at Oka, which hit him quite a lot, but he still got back up, and I'm really glad. I think this is the first time actually Oka takes a bit of center screen. We've seen him always in the background, always around Mikoto. He hasn't really done anything of note, at least until this episode, after he got up, still pushing forward. And honestly, the most impressive thing we have seen this episode, not just all of the characters, his faith, how much faith he had in all of them, and especially Mikoto, and even trusting Valve, telling him, just shoot. And again, they're doing such an amazing job with the song. The soundtrack hits perfectly at the right time, exactly when it's the best moment, and it's so good. It reminded me a bit of why I like Fairy Tail. I know a lot of people have issues with Fairy Tail, and the power of friendship and people coming back. And so what? It's fun. I love it. Give me more. Like this Fairy Tail is one of my favorite series, and DanMachi also, and even more after this episode. I even got a bit teared up. I like this type of things so much. The hype moments, people working together, and being willing to do anything and everything for the people they care about. And it has been awesome this episode when he had faith in Valve that he's gonna make them another land place to step there, and the song hitting perfectly, Valve making that ice bridge, and it kept getting better and better with Mikoto being shown to be alive, and the chanting starting to chant from underwater. That just gave me goosebumps how awesome that moment was, and Oka having faith in her. He knew he was still alive, and she knew he was gonna be there for them to do this. And the chanting, the music, and Mikoto saying "Conquest of the Gods," Utsuno Mitama. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing, and that huge sword and the gravity happening. There even the piranha around her that were biting her getting crushed, and she was willing to sacrifice her life for all of them there. And even more after that, Haruhime being revealed to be alive, and the relief, the shock that Aisha had there, and I was just grinning and smiling the entire time. And her kind of the same way as Mikoto, she doesn't care about the pain. The fact she was actually in fire there, she started chanting, Oka slamming down with Koku, cutting one of the heads there, and Aisha getting the level boost from Haruhime with her Hippolyta Hell Chaos. And they finally beat the boss, and that was such an epic moment. And I don't care, the characters are back, so what? They didn't need to die, they're awesome characters. This doesn't need to be an Attack on Titan type of series where you have plot twists, character die, nobody's safe. I don't care, I like power of friendship, and that's it. Give me all of it, and DanMachi has more than delivered. And after that, the slow walk that Aisha had in flames, still burning, walking back, throwing a potion on herself and catching Haruhime who she collapses, and they finally won. Yeah, it was a very tough battle, was very close, one of the hardest, probably the hardest battle they had to fight, not just because this was been a very strong boss, but they were also missing their linchpin. Bell wasn't there. I'm really glad showing how capable they are without Bell, and Ryu also, because if Ryu was there, she would have made this entire thing much easier. And yeah, Lily being Lily. It reminded me of RPG games, everybody doing their best, and then somebody always goes for the loot. And that was Lily. She got the dragon liver, very happy there. But things are not over yet, and it seems like they're gonna get worse. But what I liked this episode was Cassandra also, honestly, because how much focus she has given this prophecy kind of put them a bit in danger. Even last episode, she still was worried about this prophecy, and it turns out there's more than something to her prophecy, because even the dungeon started trembling, collapsing there. They even see Turk and his shitheads trying to go up to run. They wanted to go after them, but this is where Cassandra saves their lives. Kept going through the prophecy, and something stuck with her, the life-giving sun. And it was my first impression, or my first thought, was, is she referring to Bell? Is he gonna use some sort of bigger fire spell or something? I know, I kept going back to Bell, and I'm really glad this wasn't Bell. Of course, he's probably gonna be part of the prophecy, but this is also where we have all of them wanting to go after Bell, with Cassandra telling him we have to go lower. Even Lily wanted to go there, Cassandra telling them to go down there and saying I was wrong. Sorry. And what she was wrong about, the life-giving sun, wasn't somebody, something. It was sun as in the direction. It rises again with sunrise, as go east, go to the east in the lower floors. And Daphne was also awesome this episode, even though at the beginning she didn't have faith in the prophecy. She wanted to go up, saying she had enough with the prophecy with Cassandra, but Cassandra wasn't giving up, and this is why I liked her. She was probably the MVP here in this episode. Of course, everybody did amazing, they beat the boss, but her not giving up saved their lives, and the Giga Chad move she had there when she was bickering a bit with Cassandra, you have this huge crystal falling down, and Daphne dodges away, and Cassandra just... Yes, it fallen down. She didn't move at all. Just like a statue staying there. Trust me, Daphne. And Daphne was like, nobody would be that stupid. But she contradicts herself with what she said, grabs Cassandra and starts running, telling them go east, and they all go towards the floor 26. And what she said there hit Cassandra quite a lot, telling them, I trust you, not the visions. I trust Cassandra. All of them are agreeing, and they barely make it inside there with everything collapsing, and they even see Turk and the shitheads falling down. And if they actually try to climb, they would have met the same fate. So Cassandra saved their lives, and Daphne being flustered at the end there. This was an epic, exciting episode, and just I love DanMachi. What can I say? But things are not over yet. They're probably gonna get worse, because now they're all in very bad condition, but also at the same time we have the ones in the worst condition being Belle and Ryu still in the lower floors with the Juggernaut after them, the monsters there, the fact that in that shitty condition also. So yeah, I don't know how they're gonna get out of this one. We're also gonna have to keep an eye on Tsubaki, what she's gonna do from last episode. I can't wait for the flashbacks with Ryu, Leon, and Alice, the Astrea family. But yeah, amazing episode. I loved it quite a lot. I don't care, it was power of friendship. Doesn't matter to me. Always like this kind of things. So yeah, DanMachi, this was probably my favorite episode we have had, at least so far. So I'm really curious what you guys thought about it. What was your favorite moment? Was it Haruhime? Was it Mikoto? Was it all of them combined? And what do you think so far of the series and this arc? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Helps me quite a lot. And you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying DanMachi. Make sure also check out the podcast. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.